Hi there. Thank you for joining us. My name is Erin LeDuc, Director of the Center for Women and Men, and I want to share with you some exciting news from the center. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we had to cancel our plans for our annual Women's History Luncheon. Keeping with tradition, we were prepared to share with you our updates, our Fresh Start Rising Star success stories, and our honorees, the leadership from the League of Women Voters. Historically, we join the National Women's History Alliance and follow the national theme for our annual event, which has been extended and remains, Valiant Women of the Vote, Refusing to be Silenced. Because we could not be together for our luncheon, our advisory board and center staff decided to honor our right to vote, the importance of education and voting, and ask our Daytona State College student body to participate in a scholarship challenge by submitting works of art that honor the suffrage movement, which began in 1903. Please enjoy and help us celebrate the incredible work and passion that poured out of our students with this call to action. Please join Patrina Amwameli, Fresh Start Transition Specialist, and Zoe Messenger, Educational Services Coordinator and Homeless Liaison, as they present to you the works of art submitted by our Daytona State students and the inspiration behind the work.
Submission number 1, Mask Off by Chiquita Shines. Her piece for the women's suffrage movement is called Mask Off. It represents to the artist the sexual exploitation that women must endure on a typical basis. She finds it interesting that due to COVID-19, our government has taken great precautions in enforcing the wear a mask rule, yet it is acceptable for a woman's sex to be exposed for the advancement of demonic, trafficking, and entertainment purposes.
Amendment 19. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation.
I watched a river of women, rippling purple and white and golden, stream towards the national Capitol. Along its border, like a purple flower floating, moved a young woman, worn, wrath-like. All eyes alight, keenly observing the marchers. Out there on the curb, she looked so little, so lonely. Few appeared to even see her. No one saluted her. Yet commander was she of the column, its leader. She was the spring whence arose that irresistible river of women, streaming steadily towards the national Capitol.
Submission number 2, Unveiled by Sherry. My name is diversity. My face speaks of the language I represent, the past, present, and future, just as my tears represent past pain, present confidence, and self-made entrepreneurship. When I was a little girl, I spoke the language of emotion and mood swings, but nobody in my community could understand the language that I speak. Now I'm a woman that speaks bilingual so confidently. I understand to speak the language of the voices that speak for so many. But it would be so much better if the diversity of the communities would come rock with me.
We are waging, can you doubt it? A campaign so calm and still, no one knows a thing about it, and we hope they never will. No one knows what we oppose, and we hope they never will. We are ladylike and quiet. Here a whisper, there a hint. Never speeches, bans, or riots, nothing suitable for print. No one knows what we oppose, for we never speak for print. Sometimes in profound seclusion, in some far but home-like spot, we will make a dark illusion. We're opposed to you know what? No one knows what we oppose, for we call it you know what.
Submission 3, The Brave Women of Change by Anita Smith. This painting was created with acrylic on wood panel. The artist states, her work speaks for itself.
Submission number 4, Monarch Women by Miranda Grounds Bishop. This piece is a hand-built coil pot inspired by the Roman and Greek ceramics and the women who ruled the world before the world wanted them to. The silhouettes are of Queen Elizabeth I of England, Queen Victoria of England, Empress Catherine the Great of Russia, and the Empress Alexandra of Russia. All great women who inspired revolutions, that women's voices should be heard and listened to.
I see you, refulgent ones, burning so steadily like big white arc lights. There are so many of you. I like to watch you weaving, all together and with precision. Each is ray, your tracery of light, making a shining way about America. I note your infinite reactions in glassware and sequin and puddles and bits of jet, and here and there a diamond. But you do not yet see me, who am a torch blown along the wind, flickering to a spark, but never out.
Now you have heard of women's rights and how we try to reach new heights. And if we all created equal, that's us too. Yeah. But you probably don't recall that it's not been too long at all, since we even had the right to cast a vote. Oh, we're suffering until suffrage. Not a woman could vote, no matter what her age. Then the 19th Amendment struck down the restriction rule. Oh yeah. And now, pull down the lever, cast our ballots, and we endeavor to improve our country, state, county, town, and our school. Those pilgrim women who braved the boat could cook the turkey, but they couldn't vote. Even Betsy Ross, who sewed the flag, was left behind the first election day. That's right. Then Susan Anthony and Julia Ho, Lucretia Mott, and others showed how they carried signs.